Good morning. Here I am for my weekly visit. I hope you're all doing well and keeping the positive attitude that Christ asks us to exhibit in our life, to live in our life. And so I want to share with you a little story about my own experience this week. I was coming back from the hospital and I always look for gas that is cheaper, and I found it. And great, the tank was almost empty. I pulled in, came up to the gas pump, and then put in the gas. But suddenly, the top of the gas tank, obviously an older car, ran right under the van. And so I looked in one side, couldn't see it. So eventually, after I filled the tank, I came to the back of the car, and I couldn't see it again. So then I knelt down. And the man at another gas pump said, "Hey, Father, you're praying. This is an unusual place for you to pray." I said, "I pray anywhere." Not telling him I was just finding where the top of the gas tank was and going to say, "Well, if you were a kind man, you'd go in and get it for me." But all I had to do was pull up the car. So remember again, we may be looking for cheaper gas, but then God teaches us a lesson. Are you praying? Yes, we're always praying. And this week we're going to be praying in a special way here as we honor our seniors on Friday the 27th. We have a lovely little luncheon planned out in the open for you. And register before Monday in order to be included in that event. We have a wonderful group of people coming. It will be safe, joyful, and concerned for one another. We also have an opportunity this weekend to express, many of you have asked, what are we going to do about Haiti and what's going on over there as a result of the earthquake? This weekend in all the churches throughout the Archdiocese, we're taking a special collection. So we have a QR code outside the church, or we have one on our screens. Come ready to follow that QR code and give your money, or in any way you want to do to help the poor. I'm absolutely brazen when it comes to asking money for the poor. And so please let us all help. In a small way will make a big difference for those poor people as they go through this. Then we have a great event on Wednesday in our whole area. It has happened in some areas already. Back to school. Think of a year ago. We wish we would have had this day, that we could go back to school. Our children can play without masks out in the open. I met a child with her dad and siblings yesterday afternoon. And they were coming from a beach experience or whatever. And she was there bubbling and saying, "Guess what? I'm going back to school. I'm so happy to meet my friends." And then she said, "And I can go out and play with my friends without a mask in the open." She never said anything about negativity about going into the classroom with masks. We're here to protect one another. And remember now again, just one final point. Don't ask of us to take on the role of health authority administrators. We must follow the guidelines. And teachers have enough to do besides listening to people who don't understand that. We have no control. I love you, but sometimes we forget that authorities sometimes rest in different places. Have a great week. Guess what I want you to do this week? Be ministers of positivity like that child. Do a little positivity dance and ask God to continue to help you to be grateful for all that we have rather than thinking what we don't have. Life is good. Let's make it better. I love you. God bless you.